we're always plotting, right? How can I make more money? How can I monetize this? How can I monetize my YouTube? How can I monetize my Instagram? How about you just experiment with your gifts? Find the joy in it first. Find the satisfaction, right? Be able to work on your craft. Time is money. That's what we're taught, and that's what we believe. Sometimes it is, okay? I'm gonna be real. Time is money. You're not always gonna make money. And the moment that you start to expect that, that's when you start to. Welcome to Let's Just Be Real with me, your host, Marissa Tong. I'm a multi-passionate creative entrepreneur who's on a journey to create my dream life in a world where adulting just gets too real sometimes. On this podcast, we talk about all things beyond surface level to leave you feeling inspired to think bigger, unapologetically prioritize your self-care, and discover your true, authentic self. Think of me as your unfiltered but wise auntie who just wants the best for all of us. So grab your journal or maybe a glass of wine and let's get real. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Just Be Real podcast. I'm your host, Marissa Tong. Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're finishing off July with some clarity. I hope you were able to get some rest this month. This summer has been, it's been a time, Cancer season is kicking a lot of people's asses, all the emotions, all the feels. People are definitely feeling the feels. I'm one of those people. As a water sign, as a fellow water sign, I can definitely say Cancer is doing its thing, okay? And now we're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury's in the microwave and it's about to get real. But I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves regardless. Last week, we did not have an episode. I really just needed the week to ground myself and figure out some things going on. I honestly have been just dealing with a lot personally. I'm going through this really big shift and trying to figure out the ways that I want to show up that are authentic, but also where I'm not going to be super drained and burnt out, and also figuring out ways to better ask for support because I've never been that type of girly to be out here asking for support. I've gotten better with that over the last couple of years for sure. But I think, just figuring out the best way to approach it. So that's what I'm working on in this season of my life. And I hope you guys are figuring out some things for yourself as well. I think collectively we're going through a big shift. I talk about this a lot on my YouTube shorts and a little bit on my TikTok, not so much on Instagram. Instagram is weird. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of lookers and watchers on Instagram, but I will be definitely posting more of my talking videos, probably more on the podcast page, if anything. But if you guys want to connect with me and just hear more of my real raw thoughts, obviously tune into the podcast, but for shorter form content, definitely make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel where I upload the podcast and also my TikTok. So yeah, y'all, happy freaking Wednesday. And I hope y'all are doing okay. So this is going to be a super short episode. This just popped into my mind. I was actually going to put out my guest episode today, but I just want to talk to you guys one-on-one, face-to-face, okay? And something that popped in my head today was this idea of not needing or feeling the need to monetize everything, right? I think we're in this era, this phase of capitalism where we feel this immense pressure to show up and monetize everything, monetize our gifts, monetize our previous work, monetize our voice, monetize our content. And there's so much pressure when you go on social media, Threads, or wherever you are, right? About how can I make more money? How can I show up? How can I use my gifts and talents? And I'm all for that. Okay. I am a creative entrepreneur. I am a multi-passionate, multi-hyphenate girly, and I truly believe in showing up and being able to make money off of your talents and your gifts. However, not everything needs to be monetized, right? And I was talking about this a little bit. I went live on YouTube today, which I'm going to start doing more of, so you guys can look forward to just me randomly popping up on YouTube and chatting with you guys. But I was just thinking, like, singing is something that I've always loved to do since a young age. And I really started finding my voice once I started getting into like musicals and theater in high school. And I remember having my first like solo performance singing in Grease, the musical, in school, and like the principal coming up to me like, wow, like I was just so captivated by your voice and just like locked in. And that has always stuck with me over the last decade or so or more. And, when I think about singing, it brings me so much joy. And I feel like I've stopped singing for a few years, and it's something that I want to get back into, but I'm not at the point where I'm like, oh my God, I need to sing for money. I need to monetize my voice. I need to go and take singing lessons so that I can start getting gigs and start, auditioning for jobs. And not to say that that's something that I don't see in my future at some point. Like, I definitely see myself getting back into theater, musical theater at some point, getting into voice coaching, voice acting, all that good stuff. But with time, right? With time, and there are certain things that require my energy and my focus right now where maybe I just want to sing for fun. Maybe I just want to start recording myself and putting my voice just to listen with my own ears, like it doesn't always need to be, let me upload this, let me get the validation, let me get the likes, let me get the comments, let me get the money, right? And I think for a lot of us, we're always plotting, right? How can I make more money? How can I monetize this? How can I monetize my YouTube? How can I monetize my Instagram? How can I monetize my TikTok? How can I go live and get this and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, how about you just experiment with your gifts? How about you just use them for joy, for pure joy, right? In the mornings, sometimes it depends. Sometimes I'm in a podcast mood, and then sometimes I'm in the mood to just listen to music. It depends on what type of mood I'm trying to get in, right? So this morning I was like, we're putting on Wicked. Like we're going on a walk. We're going to put on Wicked. We're having an amazing day. Anytime I start my day with like musical soundtracks, it's going to be a good day, okay? So I put on Wicked, and I'm just like humming down the street, singing down the street, not super loud, obviously, but I had my headphones in, and I just really feel like when you are able to tap into that place of joy and just to do it for yourself, right? Just for yourself, it's going to bring you so much more validation, I guess, if you are looking for that, if you need that outside of yourself, which I wrote a new Substack about it. I published that yesterday. If you guys want to go check it out, I'm talking about being a pick me and building confidence, all that good stuff. But most of us we seek validation because we feel like we need to prove to ourselves and prove to other people that our gifts or whatever we're offering or whatever we're doing is worthy and that it's worth our time. Right? We don't want to do anything if it's not worth our time. That's how this generation is, right? Time is money. That's what we're taught. And that's what we believe, right? And sometimes it is, okay? I'm gonna be real. Time is money. But also, time is precious. And time is sacred, especially your time. So just having those moments to yourself where you could just maybe just sit down and paint. You could just sit down and draw. You could just write, maybe not even publish, right? One of the things I put on my July self-care plan is like just write daily, even if you don't publish it. And this is just to refine my creativity, to spark my creativity, to just get into a flow of writing, because that's what I call myself now. I'm a writer. That's one of the things that I do. So in order to perfect our craft, I don't even want to say perfect. Like, I don't think you're ever going to get to the point where like something is just super perfect. Yes, it can be well refined, it can be adjusted and all that good stuff, but does it need to be perfect? I don't think so. Okay, before we get too real into this conversation, I want to interrupt by inviting you to a very special event happening in 2026. I'm so excited to announce the Soul and Senses retreat in Bali, Indonesia. If you've been craving a reset, the kind that nourishes your body, calms your mind, and reconnects you to your purpose, then let me personally invite you to my retreat, Soul and Senses in Bali, happening April 7th to the 13th in 2026. We'll spend 6 nights in 2 luxury hotels in Seminyak, which is a beautiful, lively beach city. And then we'll spend 3 nights in Ubud, which is the jungle. It's spiritual, it's sacred, it's the place where you can really connect with your soul. We'll be surrounded by palm trees, soul-aligned women, and the most beautiful energy that you've ever felt. You'll experience dance, somatic movement, deep stretching on a daily basis, healing and grounding practices, jungle excursions and private cultural tours, meditations, journaling workshops, and spiritual connection. There are plenty of nights where you can have fun and plenty of nights to also unplug. If you're feeling like, low key and you don't feel like going out, that's okay too. Our retreats are meant to help you follow your intuition and really give your body what it's craving at the time. It's safe, it's sacred, and it's exactly what you didn't know you needed. Spots are limited for this retreat and it's going to sell out. So if you're ready to reconnect with yourself in paradise, definitely make sure you go to our website. It's linked in the show notes, or you can send me a DM saying Bali on Instagram and I'll send you the link to register. This is not just a vacation, it's a soul shifting experience. So if you're ready to step into the next version of yourself and connect with yourself on a deeper level while being in one of the most beautiful places on earth, then I invite you to book today and I'll see you there. So going back to this idea of like needing to make money off of every little thing, I think it puts way too much pressure on us, and then it starts to take away the actual fun of things, right? Because now it's like it becomes a job, it becomes a responsibility. So the moment I start recording myself singing and I decide, let me put on YouTube. Let me see if I could get some ad dollars on here, some watch hours. And again, not saying that's a bad thing. I think to be someone who is forward thinking and business minded, like there's nothing wrong with that, right? But one thing at a time. Find the joy in it first. Find the satisfaction, right? Be able to work on your craft. Be okay with the ugly phases of something, right? You're going to have those drafts. You're going to have the ugly phases. You're going to have the work that you create that you're just not completely okay with. And that's fine. No one needs to see it. No one needs to buy it. No one needs to invest in it. Sometimes it's okay to just have things for you. So this is really the podcast for today. That's really the message that I wanted to put out there. And this isn't to discourage you to obviously put your gifts out there and to share. And a lot of the times, like we can just simply inspire people by putting our gifts and our creativity out there. Again, it doesn't need to have a monetary gain attached to it. You're not always going to make money. And the moment that you start to expect that, that's when you start to get disappointed, right? It's like, damn, I didn't make $1 from this, or I didn't get 5 views, I didn't get a comment from this, and blah, blah, blah. It's like now that's when your confidence starts to diminish, right? Because now you're attaching self-worth to your gifts, to your creativity, to your money, to your income, to validation. And like, that's just a dangerous cycle. So learn how to first be happy with what you can offer yourself. Be okay with the messy seasons. Be okay with things not being perfect. And just enjoy the journey, right? Experiment. Just try new things. You are limitless, okay? Limitless. Unlimited. I'm not gonna sing right now. I really want to, but unlimited. So let me stop. Anyway, are you ready to dance, sweat, and level up your confidence this summer, all from the comfort of your own home? Well, guess what, baddie? Our online dance and fitness classes are officially live. This means no matter where you are in the world, you can tap into our signature energy, real vibes only. As a member, you get 24/7 access to dance tutorials, full body workouts, stretch sessions, and our growing library of most requested combos. We have over 100 plus videos on demand, so you can do them whenever you want. Oh, and it gets better. Every membership includes a full Rhythm and Pumps Heels Fundamentals course with 10 powerful modules designed to help you feel 10 times more confident dancing in heels or without. So if you're ready to build your skill, your strength, your self-love, your confidence, get into our on-demand programs and memberships. We have 2 memberships available, and you can choose them based on your budget or based on your current goals. You can join Rhythm and Pumps, which starts at only $19.99 a month. This is for the girl who's trying to get into her heels bag, okay? 24/7 access to all of our heels combos, all of our training modules, and choreo sessions. Again, that Fundamentals 101 course is going to be key to starting your heels journey, girl. You also get access to our community group online, so you can hype each other up. You can get notified when we drop new tutorials and all that good stuff. Plus, you're going to get flexibility in core training. Our second membership is our Real Rhythm Unlimited membership. Now, this is our most popular, okay? It is premium, and it's only $10 more than Rhythm and Pumps. You get all access training, so workouts on demand with or without weights. You get access to various dance classes and choreo tutorials, including hip hop, heels, and commercial pop, guided meditations with myself, affirmations, all that mindset work that you need to feel your best from the inside to the out. And you also get access to our online community and exclusive live streams every single month. So if this sounds like something you're trying to get into, I invite you to check out our online memberships by heading over to www.realrhythmdanceandfitness.com and check out the special promo code in the show notes for Let's Just Be Real podcast listeners only. You're welcome, and I'll see you online. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much. This was a super short episode. Next week will be a longer episode. We have a guest. It's been a minute since we had a guest episode, so really excited to dive into that. We're going to be talking about feminine energy, and I hope you guys are doing well, for real, okay? Check in. Check on your friends, check on your strong friends. All right, I am the strong friend, and I've had to reach out to my friends like, hey, can you check on me? Because, a lot going on. So check on your strong friends, check on yourself, check in with yourself, be honest about where you really are right now in this season, and don't be afraid to reach out and ask for support, ask for help, and collaborate with people. A lot of the times we think that we can build or do something on our own when we honestly need people in our corner. So reach out, and I hope that you guys are feeling good in this community and supported in this community as well, even though we aren't in person. I know that so many of you guys look forward to this podcast and this show, and I really, really appreciate that. So if you love this episode, or if you've been loving the episodes, do not hesitate to leave a rating and review on Spotify or Apple. I will ask you guys again and again and again in every single episode to do that, because it really matters, and it really helps, and it really helps people find the show. It helps me to expand. It helps me to continue to do this. And I'm in the phase of just enjoying the journey and creating and coming on here from a place of purpose and passion. And I enjoy doing this, and I'm enjoying the process of growing this. And there's definitely been messy moments, messy edits. There's been episodes I've gone back and I'm like, damn, that edit sounded crazy, or the music was here, or the volume, and blah blah blah. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so again, hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourself. Please take a moment to breathe today. Go move your body. Go shake it out. Also, go check out my Substack. I am spending more time over on there and growing a nice little community. I love Substack. Honestly, out of all the platforms, and I don't even like to call it a social platform like it is, but it's just a hub for pure creativity and knowledge and wisdom. There's so much wisdom on Substack. So I've been loving it. it, just reading other people's work and engaging and supporting genuine support of other people's creativity. And I've also had and felt the support from other people as well. So thank you guys so much. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment. Let me know what part of this conversation stuck with you today, or how you're feeling motivated to work on something, start up a new hobby, like get into your bag of creativity, art, anything. Okay. And if you guys are listening on Spotify and Apple, download. Okay. Don't be afraid to hit that download button, because then you can listen to these episodes when you have no service, no Wi-Fi. Maybe you're on the plane, maybe you're going on a walk, whatever. So don't be afraid to download these episodes. Again, rate and review, share. Okay. Share. I love when you guys share episodes to your stories, tag me, tag a friend, tag someone who needs to listen. Okay. And yeah, y'all, love you guys. I'll see you in another episode. Bye.